you. Okay, we're saying that you have to use artificial means to do something that makes it unnatural, right? Meaning that
I'll be
if
right
Yeah.
something
back. I
if
have to get
something
myself.
is not natural or natural, how the fuck you want to say it, right? If something's not natural, then we can't say that stuff like these define our gender. We say that something that is natural, such as I don't know, a dick, sperm, what a man would usually produce normally would be what we define as gender, and we're saying that because stuff like hormone blockers are unnatural, we can't use it to define gender.
Well, that would be fine. That would be fine if he was saying that. But then he added
Literally
on.
what I just said.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But the other guy variant, he said we shouldn't do that. Which
That's not what I said.
That's why I said
You say you're not
wouldn't we
supposed
say
to.
That's
you
not what I
shouldn't?
said.
Yes, that's totally what you said. But if you want to
That's not
lie
what I said.
about it, sure,
I
I
said
would just
exactly what
accept
mentality said.
that
You
you're like
fucking
lying about it. Sure, walk it back, boy. But mentality. The thing with me and I don't know how much Jazz agrees with me on this, but I would say that gender, right, should be defined as the social aspect, whereas sex should be the
What do you mean
biological
by
act.
wait, hold on. What do you
I
mean by
agree.
social aspect?
Wait, did I say sex? I said social
Yeah,
aspect.
I said like, what do you mean by social aspect?
Social as in how we interact with society, i.e., masculine and feminine.
So you think that if someone acts masculine, there isn't a man?
I believe that if someone identifies as masculine in part or identifies as a man and participates within society in like a masculine manner, then they should be considered a man.
Well, then what makes something masculine? Because masculine is like completely subjective. So I could think that masculine is
Yeah, so
like something that
masculinity is
like.
social is essentially comes from how like the male sex has acted throughout history.
Okay, hold on. So I have a question, right? Originally, like mass. Okay, so throughout the ages, masculinity has usually changed a lot. You can look at that yourself. I don't
Yeah.
really care to like prove that, but if you look at like masculinity compared like from like now compared to like I don't know, like 5,000 years ago, whatever, right? However you want to check it,
Yeah.
right? Then it is obviously changed, right? And what I'm saying with this is that what I might perceive as masculine, another might perceive as feminine. Like I would say that that would mean that the social aspect wouldn't necessarily give us reason to understand what gender is. I would say that the only way to see gender as what it is through biology, because there is no other way that we can see it as anything but that, because masculinity can be subjective or completely subjective, I would say.
Well, yeah, because gender would be the subjective side, right? Where you'd keep biological sex as biological sex.
Wait, so hold on. So you didn't think that biology has anything to do with determining someone's
No,
gender?
I think gender and sex are different. I think gender has to do with sex, but it is partially disconnected.
So
Like
what do you mean?
like they interact, but they don't.
So you think that gender and sex are the same thing, but they're not the same thing?
How is it partially disconnected if I can say I'm a fucking woman?
Wait, what do you say, variant? You have
How
something
is it
else fucking stupid
partially?
you want to say?
Why is it only partially disconnected?
Because masculinity and femininity come from how these sexes are supposed to interact with society and how society says that they ought to interact with each other. So it is partially connected to sex, as sex drives what is masculine and what is feminine.
Why do you have to be masculine to be a man?
Um, because that's how
Why do
masculinity
you
would
have
be
to be?
defined.
Why do you have to be feminine to be a woman?
Because that's how woman would be defined under my definition.
I have a question. I have a
Yeah,
question.
your definition.
Very, very chill.
Yeah, sure.
Hold on, chill. What about tomboys who still define them, or what about tomboys who do
Because
masculine
they don't
things, but they
yeah,
still
they
define
don't
themselves as women?
identify themselves. They don't identify. So one, they don't identify themselves as men, and they don't participate within society fully as men. They participate as girls who like managed things.
So what you're saying, from what I'm hearing, is that you have to identify as something to do it, to be it.
Yeah, you have to identify and then participate, and because that participation with tomboys isn't completely there, because they
So
still act feminine ways, they wouldn't be considered.
Great. So if I spin around in a circle and I identify as a helicopter, then boom, fucking.
You know what's like really funny is you've made this like same stupid analogy 3 times, I think, and I've
It's literally going
beaten
off what you
fucking
said. You
ass
said the
on
character